Hello everyone, this is our next video, and in this video I am going to explain you about depreciation and preparation of machinery account under original cost method. This original cost method is also called as fixed installment method and also called as straight line method. Now in this method, actually the main points to remember is depreciation is calculated on the original cost of the asset. Okay, it will be calculated on the original cost of the asset every time. Okay, under the asset. Now the second point to remember is very easy. The asset value, the depreciation amount or amount of depreciation remains constant throughout the life of the asset. Okay, now right, these are the two very important points that you need to understand. Now by using this method, I am going to explain you very simple problem today. Okay, so after explaining this simple problem, afterwards we will go through even more difficult problems. Now in this question, Vardhan purchased a machine on 1st April 2008 for rupees 70,000. Okay, on 1st April 2008. Depreciation is charged at 10% under original cost method. Done. After 3 years, he found that the machine was not suitable and sold for rupees 58,000. So they have used it for 3 years. You should remember that. After 3 years, they have sold it. Okay. So first of all, what are the financial years for which we have to calculate depreciation? Look at that. With the first day on which we purchased the asset is 1st April 2008. Right? This is first day on which we have purchased the asset, and it is going to be ended by 31st March 2009. This is ending of financial year. In the same way, next financial year starts in the month of April for 2009 and it ends on 31st March 2010. In the same way, on 1st April 2010, the financial year starts and it ends on 31st March 2011. So these are the 3 financial years for which we are going to prepare machine account, and after completion of this 31st March, immediately they are going to sell the asset as per the given instruction in the question. Now let me start with working. Whenever a sale of asset is given in the question, you should start with working. Okay, what you have to work out? Simple. Computation of profit or loss on sale of asset. Now in this particular question, our asset is machine, sale of machine. Understood? Right. Then first of all, we should consider cost of the machine as on 1/4/2008, the date on which we have purchased it. Okay, on that day the cost is 70,000 rupees. Okay, then next we have to deduct the depreciation amount at the end of financial year. So depreciation as on 31st March 2009. Okay, so how much is the depreciation? Now look at this particular percentage, 10%. Every year the firm has decided to depreciate the asset value by 10%. So what is 10% on 70,000? Simply remove one zero, because 10 by 100 means 2 zeros, and 7,000 will be left. That 7,000 is called as our depreciation. So depreciation will always be deducted from the original cost. So after deducting this, the balance which we get is called as our balance for the next financial year. It is balance as on Next financial year starts immediately after the previous financial year completes. That means next day itself. So 1st April 2009. Understood? In the same way, second step. Now, one more year we have used it. Then again, depreciation should be calculated. Okay, depreciation should be calculated. Depreciation as on 31st March 2010. 31st March 2010. Sorry. Now, on this day, again, as we are following the fixed installment method, the amount of depreciation remains constant throughout the life of the asset. So again, 7,000. You should consider 7,000. So deduct this amount, then you will get a balance, which is called as balance as on 1/4/2010. Understood? Right, sir. Next up. Next one is again third year. Third year. Calculate depreciation. Depreciation as on 31st March 2011. 2010 to 11 is one financial year. Okay, look at this. 2010 to 11 is one financial year. Again, the amount remains same, 7,000. That amount remains same, 7,000. Let us deduct this amount so that we will get a balance which is called as, I will tell you what is that. This balance after completion of 3 financial years, after utilizing that particular machine for 3 consecutive years, the balance which is left with us is called as book value of the machine. Book value of the machine. Okay, now, right. So after getting book value, he said that he found that the machine was not suitable and sold for rupees 55,000 when after utilizing it for 3 years. Okay, so we are selling it now. So whenever you sell that asset, you have to subtract the value from the book value. Okay, sale value must be deducted from book value so that you may get profit or you may get loss. So sale value of machine. Sale value of machine. How much more? 55,000. Now look at this. Book value is less than our sale value. Means my machine value was 49,000, but I have sold it for 55,000. That means I have got 6,000 rupees as profit. So this is called as profit from sale of machine. Profit from sale of machine. Understood? Right. This is our working, whereas this working will be just represented in the pro forma. Just we have to record that in the pro forma. Very easy. Which account we are preparing? We are preparing machine account. Please remember that. Which account we should prepare, that will be given in the question itself. Okay. So debit side and your credit side. Right. So we know that pro forma consists of date column. Yes. Then particulars column. And then we will have JF column. Okay, as it is a ledger folio, we have journal folio number, and then amount in the same way, date. Next, particulars, then JF, and then amount. These are the columns. Okay. First of all, on 1/4/2008 we have purchased the machine. So whenever you purchase machine, we will record it as to bank account. Okay. So the cost of the asset is 70,000. Now on 31st March 2009, we are going to calculate depreciation because we have completed one financial year, 2008 to 2009, one financial year ending. So every year at the end of financial year, we have to find out the depreciation and we have to provide for it. Okay. So by depreciation account, amount is equal to 7,000. Already you have this in your working. Just look at that and just you can post it. Now according to double entry bookkeeping system, both the sides should show same balance. So now debit side is more. How much it is? 70,000. Same amount I am writing both the sides, and to make it equal, the balance should be recorded. 31st March 2009, the balance will be recorded as by balance carried down. By balance carried down. Understood? Yes. Now the balance remains is 63,000. 70,000 minus 7,000 gives you 63,000. Now as on 1/4/2009, the next financial year begins after the completion of previous financial year, immediately next day itself. Okay. So here we have to brought down the previous year balance as opening balance. Previous year closing balance is 63,000. That becomes opening balance for the current year. So to balance brought down. To balance brought down. Simple. So now the amount is 63,000. Understood? Yes sir, understood. Now continuation. Again at the end of financial year 2010, 31st March 2010, we have to calculate depreciation. So by depreciation account, amount is 7,000 rupees. Okay, amount is 7,000 rupees. Then same amount. Why? Because sir, it is fixed installment method where the depreciation amount remains same throughout the life of the asset. So 31st March 2010. Again, why I am writing? Because we have to post even the balance amount. So by balance carried down. Right? Here look at this. Debit side is 63,000. So same amount I should write both the sides, as you know. Okay, 63,000. To make it equal, the balance amount will be recorded here. So the balance amount is 56,000. How? 63,000 minus 7,000 gives you 56,000. Now this balance becomes opening balance for the next financial year. That starts immediately after the day completion of 31st March 2010. What is the next day? 2010, 1st April 2010. Okay, so let us take the balance. To balance brought down. To balance brought down. What is the amount? Balance amount 56,000. Okay, so now on 31st March 2011, after finishing third financial year, let us calculate depreciation. By depreciation account, how much it is? Again same sir, 7,000, because it is used for full year, and the rate of depreciation is 10%, always calculated on the original cost of the asset. Per annum it is 7,000. So we have calculated that and posted. Now on the same day, as he said, after utilizing it for 3 years, immediately what happened? We are selling the machine for rupees 55,000. So when you purchase the asset, you wrote to bank account, whereas if you sell the asset, you should write by bank account. By bank account. For how much you sold it? 55,000. Now already we have some working here. Okay, look at this working. We have did every working only to know whether we got profit from the transaction or loss from the transaction. These are all called as transactions, whereas this called as event. Okay, so now this event must be presented in this particular pro forma. So here we got profit from the sale of machine, means we sold it for more than the book value. Now if you get loss, you should post it on the credit side of machine account. If you get profit, it should be posted on the debit side of profit and loss account. So 31st March 2011, we got a profit, so the profit should be shown here. To profit and loss. Okay, to profit and loss account. I will write it in shortcut otherwise. Okay, to profit and loss account. To profit and loss account. It is showing how much? Let us see. Profit and loss account is showing how much, It is 6,000. So 6,000 profit we got. So total comes to be 62,000. Here also the total is equal to 62,000. 62,000. That's it. So this is how we are going to prepare machine account. Okay. Thank you so much and all the best.